Hey, 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 beautiful people. What's going on? What's going on? I am your girl, Coach TaShon, your marriage communication coach, here for Talk It Out Tuesday. Yes, thank you so much for joining me. You can connect with me right here or on YouTube live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, Talk It Out Tuesday. Listen, Talk It Out Tuesday is not long and all of that. So go ahead, grab your, what I tell you yesterday, you had time, Go get your notebook, go get your pencil or pen, whatever you're going to write with so you can take down these notes as an extension from Marriage Monday. Hopefully you followed me yesterday and took down some nuggets for Marriage Monday. All right. As we're talking about this week, laying the foundation in communication in your marriage, right? This month's theme is strengthening the foundation. Now, all year long so far, last year, you've been following me. I've been giving you those nuggets, and we've been talking about communication in our marriage, right? Not just communication, but comprehension as well, because we tend to put that off to the side when really we have to include that comprehension with communication, bridging the communication gap. I keep trying to tell y'all, with bridging communication gap. All right. So today yesterday I gave you the why. Now we're going to talk about how are we going to do those things? How are we going to lay down the foundation with those simple steps? So today I have 3, because what I tell you, I don't like stress. And I know you don't need it and don't want to be stressed, right? You or your boo. So I'm not that coach. I am that coach who's going to make it as simple as possible, because guess what, y'all? It's really not hard. It's not. It's not hard. It is not hard at all. You know what makes it hard? When we keep saying it's hard. Mm-hmm. When we keep saying marriage is hard, it can be challenging. Yeah, you're gonna have some challenging moments. You're gonna have to keep it 100. You're gonna have some challenging moments in your marriage. You're gonna have some challenging conversations. But guess what? When you have a different mindset and you have that end goal, what is your end goal? Got to have that vision for your end goal, right? So if your end goal is to bridge that communication gap, if your end goal is to help your partner understand what you're trying to say, if your end goal is we're a team, I'm not trying to argue, I'm not trying to be against you in anything, then guess what? You're going to communicate very well. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, because I believe in you both. That's why I'm your coach, right? So here we go. Listen, 3 practical and easy steps in applying that patience and kindness in tough conversations, right? In those tough conversations. Number 1, here we go. Breathe before you speak. Breathe. We talked about this before. Breathe. Inhale. Do it with me. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I need you to breathe. When emotions rise, pause for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds if you have to. If you have to pause for an entire minute, that means you need to come on back, go breathe, come back, revisit that conversation, but you're going to pause, right? Pause for those 5 to 10 seconds before responding. Get the clarity in your brain, right? Bring it down. Bring it down. That's all I'm saying. Bring it on down. I told you, I understand. Bring it down, right? That's all you want to do. Because again, when we're so anxious and we're so hyped about trying to get what we need to get out, those emotions get in there. And then guess what? You start talking, you start thinking, reminiscing about something else that was unresolved, right? And you're going to bring that over into that conversation. And now you're just like, your spouse is looking like, I I don't know. I don't know what to say. And then you're gonna get frustrated again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to tell you. So the first thing you're gonna do, breathe before you speak, pause, then ask yourself, is what I'm about to say going to bring clarity or more conflict? Is it? Is it what, like literally, you have to look and listen to yourself. You have to ask yourself this question. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Uh-huh. I know they told us don't talk to ourselves. No, you got to talk to yourself because the question is, is this conversation going to create more conflict or is it going to be clarity in this conversation? Will my spouse be able to understand what I'm actually trying to talk about, what I'm asking, like literally what I need to talk about? Or is it going to be conflict? Like we're going to have to use, I don't want to say our common sense because common sense is different for everybody, but you're going to have to use that general knowledge. Like your end goal again, are you trying to have more conflict? Do you want to continue to argue with your spouse over just, what? Like literally. And again, a deep breath can shift reaction to response. I'm telling you, that breathing, oh my goodness, that breathing is golden. When you inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. When you breathe, yeah, breathe before you speak. All right, number one. All right, number two. Number two. I'm sorry, y'all. Number two, you're going to listen to understand, not to respond. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That goes back, that connects with that breathing. You're going to listen to understand, not respond. Because let's be honest, we're ready to respond like right this second. Your spouse can't even get out the words. You already have a response. You're ready. I've been there, done that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to back it up. Listen to respond, listen to understand, not to respond. Repeat back what your spouse said to confirm you heard them correctly. It's okay. For example, so what I hear you saying is, and you're not doing it sarcastically. Okay, so let's make that clear. You're not doing that to be sarcastic. You're actually saying, I care enough about what you're saying and what you're understanding. I want to be on the same page. So what I hear is da 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 da, right? You're just giving it back. You're giving it back, but you're not doing it out of sarcasm. You're not. So what I hear you saying is, man, that's some bull. That's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing because again, your end goal is to what? Bridge the communication gap. You're not here to be at war with your spouse. You're not here to be at war. Like you're not. The end goal is to bring peace and clarity in your conversation, in your household. Again, that end goal. That's why I talk about that vision. You got to have a vision. What is the end goal? Are you trying to one up on your spouse? Why? Why are you trying to one up on your spouse? A prime example, my husband and I just had a conversation about an issue. It's not our fault, right? It's not my fault. It's not his fault or whatnot. He was trying to tell me my emotions were in it because I'm so upset with this company or whatnot. He's telling me what to do and how to respond on the email. But I'm just like, da 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 da, trying to get, my point out. And he just stopped. And again, my husband is going to say what he said. And he's just like, okay, you got it. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I hear what you're saying. But what was in that conversation were my emotions. So I wasn't even hearing what he said, right? Because I was responding out of that emotion. I wasn't listening to understand. I was listening to like get all of this out versus breathing. So this is what I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So you got to bring it down. You got to bring it down because sometimes there are some conversations like you're like, oh, I got to get this out. Da, 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 da. However, so that you will not have conflict in your marriage, so you will not have conflict in your household, your end goal is to have clarity and peace, right? That's it. It doesn't mean one spouse is weaker than another. No, you're literally trying to communicate and comprehend and make it clear and peaceful. That's why I say it's not hard. It's not hard. Okay. So this keeps the assumptions low and understanding high. All right. Number three. Number three, choose the right time and tone, meaning timing and tone can make or break a conversation. If emotions are high, pause, do that breathing, just breathe, revisit later with a clear head, and speak firmly but gently. Kindness doesn't mean avoiding the issue. Again, there are some conversations that you have to have, right? However, the timing may not be right in that moment. If your spouse has just come off the job or whatnot and dealing with things from their job, right, and they come home and you're like right here in their face, ready to have this conversation about some finances, about something that the children did, something that happened with the mortgage, the rent, or whatever the case may be, and your spouse is like, I can't, like, really, you didn't allow your spouse to just breathe and just, you didn't assess the situation, the scene. So you just went straight in. So you got to choose that right time and that tone, right? That moment may not be right. It's not right because everybody's on high. Everybody's emotions are all over the place. Nobody is calm, and guess what's going to happen? There's going to be another conflict that comes out of that original conversation, which was not a conflict, right? But now there's going to be an extra conflict, and now you're going to have to start all over. You have to go grab your notes and see what I said. Coach T, you're going to have to go flip back because you haven't been practicing it. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell you this how it happens. See, this is why you cannot you can't wait until you have to continue to practice these. So you're going to choose the right time and tone. Again, it may not be the right time, and it's okay. It may not be the right time to have that conversation about what the children did at school or what the children or somebody in the family did. So it may not be that time. Wait. It's okay. Now I'm not talking about extreme. There are some conversations that are extreme emergencies. And yes, you have to react. You have to say, "Listen, okay, we have to talk about this, family meeting, meet up time." And that's when, remember before I talked about having those code words? You can have code words for that too. Be like, "Hey babe, apples." And your spouse will know, like, "Ooh, okay, that's something serious. That's something serious." Or you can say, "Hey babe, flaming red hot." That means, okay, it's something serious. We got to really have this conversation like right now. So get those code words. Be creative. Be creative in your conversations because, again, the end goal, the end goal is to have peace and clarity in your conversations. And you can have these conversations. You can resolve conflict with kindness, y'all. Listen, you can resolve conflict with kindness in your marriage. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm your marriage communication coach. You can resolve conflict in your marriage with kindness. You don't have to cuss each other out. You don't have to belittle each other. You don't have to do anything negative when you're having these conversations. That's your boo. Why are you tripping on your boo? Why are y'all at war with each other? Why are you like, what's the deal? No, that's not normal. And that's not what you're supposed to do with your boo. That's your boo. You've been married 7 years plus, right? That's your boo. So your end goal again is to have peace and clarity in your home and peace amongst the both of you, between the two of you. Okay? All righty. Listen, we got to get that concept in our head. And listen, if you are ready, right? Ready to strengthen your love and level up your marriage, go ahead and connect with me. Whether it's the TLC Unwind Couples Cruise, which will be taking place, which is happening February the 12th through the 16th, 2026. All information is on the website with state travels. Go ahead and book. The deadline is the last day of March, which is the 31st. Is it 30 days or 31 days? It's 31 days. So the last day, right? The TLC Dream Board Experience. Go onto the website, iamtrinetteLcollier.com/services. It's right there, smack dab in the middle. There are no excuses. I can't find it. She got it out. No, I don't. It's right there in the middle, right? And the TLC couples coaching, right? There's a phenomenal investment for a 7 week one-on-one coaching with you and your boo, couples coaching. That means a customized plan for just you and your boo, your marriage, right? For $777. Listen, when I tell you, I have so much for y'all. You just have to invest. You got to invest. Okay. And plus, I have free downloads on the website, free resources, and so forth, and more. So stay connected with me. Stay connected with me. Make sure you subscribe to all platforms, the YouTube here, on the website. You got to subscribe for the emails. Okay. So you can keep up. But everything I just told you is right there on the email, on the website. Ain't no excuses, none whatsoever. Okay. So when you're ready to invest, no, you're going to be ready to invest because you know why? This is 2025. This is 2025. What I tell you last year? We ain't playing this year. It ain't, no, we're not doing all of that. Continue to follow me. Continue to follow me. Get your notebook. This is the third month, y'all. You better have your notebook. Go to the dollar store. Go get your notebook so you can start taking down these gems. All right. And again, you have to practice these. You got to practice these every chance that you get. Not wait till a conflict arises, not until a conversation, a challenging conversation comes up. No, you got to put these in place. You got to practice it. Okay. So listen, stay connected with me this week as we continue laying the foundation. I'll be dropping some nuggets here and there for you as we continue this series. And this month again, we're strengthening the foundation. Right, y'all. This is March. It's Move It March. Move it, move it, move it. That means we are doing the work. We're doing it. Okay. For this first quarter, we're doing. I'm so super proud of you all. And if you have not hugged your boo today, do that. Do that today. Kiss your boo, hug your boo, do, do all that. Okay? Today, not tomorrow. Today, like right now, go ahead and do that. All right? So until next time, probably tomorrow. So until next time,